Well, St. John's, Newfoundland. And with Tara back in the hotel, we're going to go and take a look around the downtown area. Yeah, George Street is a famous street here with the bars and the taverns and such. And that's where we're going, right there. Well, a lot of people can say that they've closed down a bar, but we've opened it. Yes. We're the only people here. Ramona enjoying her favorite drink, Screech and soda.
And a little bit of lime.
And the mist is slowly drifting as the storefront lights go dim. And the moon is gently lifting as the last ships are coming in. And all the sailors got a story. Some true and some are false. But they're always wrecked, and they're up on the deck and dancing the St. John's Waltz. And we've had our share of history. We've seen nations come and go. We've seen battles raged over land and stage 200 years or more. For glory or for freedom, or for country or for king, or for money or fame, but there are no names on the graves where men lie sleeping. All the 9 to 5 survive the day with a sigh and a dose of salts. And they're parking their cars and packing the bars and dancing the St. John's Waltz. Oh, my heart is on the highway, and I'm sold on going to sea. All the planes fill the skyway, all the trains run swift and free. So leave the wayward free to wander, leave the restless free to roam. If there's rocks in the bay, if it's old cliche, you'll find your way back home. But don't question or inquire what's been gained, what's been lost. In a world of romance, don't miss out on the chance to be dancing the St. John's Waltz.
We're now standing in the oldest burying grounds in St. John's, consecrated sometime within the year of our Lord 1699. It contains an estimated 5,500 mouldering corpses, enough to fill this small boneyard 3 to 5 times over. Until the 1750s, a gallows also graced this spot, with the hanged bodies of criminals adding their own gruesome touch to the history of the site. For many years, this was the only consecrated burying grounds in St. John's, and grieving families not of the Church of England had to choose between accepting a funeral service presided over by an Anglican parson or waiting until the darkness of night had fallen and venturing forth with covered lanterns to bury their dead in unmarked graves. As they started to leave the field, however, they came across a sight that caused them to turn and run, screaming in fear. They'd seen a woman sitting on a rock near the track with a jug in one hand. As they neared the woman, she slowly stood and stared straight at them. The woman's eyes burned red in their sockets like glowing coals, and her white hair stuck out from her skull like the whisks of a broom. Her agonized face revealing the horrors that lie beyond the grave. Before the turn of the 19th century, there was in St. John's a public house owned by a man named Simpson. Because of its rather sinister reputation, it was known from one end of the city to the other. The tavern was known to be haunted by the spirit of a young girl who had been brutally murdered in the alleyway behind the bar. Far from being a passive spirit, this ghost was known to be both vengeful and destructive. The ghost's actions reached a horrific pinnacle with an event concerning a man named O'Hare. Now, O'Hare was known to be a thoroughly disreputable character in his own right, with a rumored record of child molestation. One night, O'Hare confided in his fellow drinkers at Simpson's Tavern that he had noticed a young girl in the alleyway behind the bar, that he was going to go talk with her. O'Hare staggered drunkenly out of the bar and down the dark alley. He was gone only a matter of moments when a terrifying scream shook the patrons of the public house. Seizing lanterns, they rushed into the alley and were confronted by an ungodly sight. There, lying on the filthy ground, dying from a massive wound to the throat, lay O'Hare, great gouts of blood pouring out onto the stones. Above him, like the angel of death, hovered the figure of a little girl, licking her blood-stained lips. The figure hovered there for a moment, glowering down at the crowd, and then vanished, leaving them alone in the alley with the blood-drained corpse of O'Hare.